Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, we're going to be solving the exponential equation x to the power of 3 plus x squared is equal to 810. So what we are first going to do is I'm going to rewrite 810 as 81 times 10. So now I have x to the power of 3 plus x squared is equal to 81 times 10. Now 81, this is equal to 9 to the power of 2. And 10, this is equal to 9 plus 1. So now I'm going to replace 81 with 9 squared and 10 with 9 plus 1. So now I have x to the power of 3 plus x squared is equal to 9 squared times, parentheses, 9 plus 1. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute the 9 squared and multiply it with 9 plus 1. So now I have x to the power of 3 plus x squared, and this is equal to 9 squared times 9. Well, if I have something in the form a to the power of m times a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So 9 to the power of 2 times 9, that's the same thing as 9 to the power of 2 times 9 to the power of 1. So we can think of a as 9 in this case, m as 2, and n as 1. So we would have a to the power of m plus n, so 9 to the power of 2 plus 1, which is equal to 9 to the power of 3. So now I have 9 to the power of 3 plus 9 to the power of 2 times 1 is simply just 9 to the power of 2. Alright, so now what I want to do from here is I'm going to subtract 9 to the power of 3 on both sides. So then I have x to the power of 3 plus x squared minus 9 to the power of 3 is equal to 9 squared. And I am also going to subtract 9 squared on both sides. So now I have x to the power of 3 plus x squared minus 9 to the power of 3 minus 9 squared is equal to 0. And now I'm actually going to rearrange this. So now we have x to the power of 3 minus 9 to the power of 3 plus x squared minus 9 squared is equal to 0. Alright, so now to expand this problem a little bit, I'm going to use some properties of algebra. So first off, if I have something in the form a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is equal to a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. And now if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So now I'm going to use these properties for x to the power of 3 minus 9 to the power of 3 and x squared minus 9 squared. So first off, for x to the power of 3 minus 9 to the power of 3, x in this case is 9, x is a, and 9 is b. So I'm going to plug in x for a and 9 for b into this formula, so then I get x minus b times x squared plus, b is 9, so x minus 9 times x squared plus 9x plus 9 squared. And now I'm adding this with x squared minus 9 squared. I'm going to use this. X is, again, a, 9 is b, so I have x plus 9 times x minus 9. And this is equal to 0. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to factor out x minus 9 from this. So now I have x minus 9 times x squared plus 9x plus 9 squared is 81 plus x plus 9. And this is equal to 0. Now if I add like terms, we can add 9x and x, and we can add 81 and 9. I get x minus 9 times x squared plus 10x plus 90 is equal to 0. So now this gives me two equations. I have x minus 9 is equal to 0, and I also have x squared plus 10x plus 90 is equal to 0. So first off, for x minus 9 equals 0, I can simply add 9 on both sides, so I get x is equal to 9. So this is one solution of x. Now for x squared plus 10x plus 90 equals 0, we are going to have to use the quadratic formula to solve this equation. So the quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. So in this case, a would equal 1, b would equal 10, and c would equal 90. So now I have, if I plug these values in, negative 10 plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 10 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 90. And we're dividing this by 2 times 1. Now, if I simplify this a little more, I get negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 10 squared is 100, minus 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 90 is 360, all divided by 2 times 1 is just 2. Now I have x is equal to negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 10 minus 100 minus 360 is negative 260 divided by 2. Now x is equal to negative 10 plus or minus the square root of negative 260. This is equal to 4 times 65 times negative 1. You're dividing this by 2. Now, the square root of negative 1, this is equal to I, which is imaginary number. So now I have x is equal to negative 10 plus or minus. Now the square root of 4, that's 2, so I can just put that in the outside. And I have the square root of 65 times I. And we have this over 2. Now, negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. So if negative 5 plus or minus, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So these two simply cancel out. And I have the square root of 65i. So meaning my two solutions are negative 5 plus the square root of 65i and negative 5 minus the square root of 65i. And I also have, remember, x is equal to 9. So these are my three solutions to this equation, 2 of which are imaginary and 1 of which are real. guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 25 to the power of x is equal to 125. Now, when we're solving problems such as these ones, and we're using exponents, we always want to make the bases of these two terms the same. As you can see here, the bases of these two terms right now are 25 and 125, which aren't the same. So we need to change these two terms so that they have the same base. Well, what's a common base for these two terms? 5, because 25 is equal to 5 squared, and 125 is equal to 5 to the power of 3. So if we plug these values in for our numbers here, both our bases would be 5. So now we have 5 squared to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of 3. Now, if we have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 5 to the power of 2 to the power of x, this is going to equal 5 to the power of 2 times x, which is simply equal to 5 to the power of 2x. So now we have 5 to the power of 2x is equal to 5 to the power of 3. And if we have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, then this means that m is equal to n. So right here, we have 5 to the power of 2x equals 5 to the power of 3. This means that 2x is equal to 3. Now, this is a simple equation. All I have to do is isolate x. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. These two cancel out, and I get x is equal to 3 over 2. So this is our answer.